the issue raised by Councillor Cooper is right on the money. This is a rolling debate in terms of rave for a vote. If we could just concentrate on the subject matter, I'd be grateful. Here's the other thing.
I really object to being interrupted.
I'm speaking to my point of order.
It's not a point of order.
The second issue on the point of order, and I seek some clarity from you, is this. There is a foreshadowed amendment moved by Councillor Horiraka over here, and he
Horiraka.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. And he portends some safety mechanisms around report backs, over ratios, OPEX, CAPEX. So whether this is the right order is beside the point. There is a protection mechanism that is being afforded to us in the next...
I'll uphold your point of order.
Point of order,
Councillor
Madam
Lee,
Chair.
I think you've actually used...
Point of order, Madam Chair.
Yes.
Look, I'd like to...
I mean, it's
I'd like to move-
entertainment.
I'd like to...
Point of order procedure motion, I move that we put the motion, put the amendment.
You spoke to the amendment.
Councillor Quacks is speaking.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. Look, in interest of hearing more about the market from Councillor Lee, I'd like to remove an extension of 1
It's
minute.
already been moved and
That's
seconded.
that's
We
about
just
all he
need to
knows about the
vote.
market.
All right, it's been a long day, councillors. I do feel that we could be... Councillor Lee, could you just wind up in about 3 words?
Don't ask him to wind up. I want him to wind down.
It's going to take 5 minutes to make it up.
Madam Chair, I urge members not to support the resolution, either the original one or the one from Deputy Chairperson R. Clow or Member J. Tamahiri. It is not responsible. It is not prudent financial management. In fact, it is the opposite of prudent financial management when you destroy deliberately your income-earning asset base to buy another asset that costs money, or spend it on yourselves, on accommodation, on IT, on salaries or whatever. Because that is a fact of the matter.
Thank you, Councillor Lee.
I'll just say one more thing, Madam Chair.
Councillor Lee, I didn't take exception to the fact that you thought I'd be bad on there, but never mind.
About who?
Don't
Madam Chair, I in terms of this annual plan, I see there was an article in the paper about the performance of the Auckland Council from the Committee for Auckland. I respectfully disagree with that, Madam Chair. It is time for a post-merger audit, an independent audit of this council, because I think in some ways it's virtually going bankrupt.
Thank you, Councillor Lee. And Councillor Lee, that is absolutely irresponsible language. I'm sorry, from someone who should know better. And you talk about intergenerational equity.
If this keeps up, we will.
I am not going to take any more. Councillor Stewart, you want a very quick call, and then I'm going to put it.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Right, just very quickly. Okay, I have been struggling with this, and I think just about all of us around the table have been. But we've been told that it has been set up as an infrastructure fund, and I think that was actually Councillor Lee that told us that. So I guess the fund had been set up to be used for infrastructure, and at the moment we do all need to keep Auckland moving. We keep on hearing that, and one of the things that I want to just say that over the last 6 years, the council, we should have really been trimming back on a lot of other things. We've had a lot of wish lists from legacy councils that we've spent a lot of money over the years, and where a lot of the money was taken was actually from the Auckland transport budgets, and so we've sort of fallen behind. So after listening to all the debate today, as I said, I have been struggling with this, but I have decided that I am going to support this because I know that it's going to be used, as long as it's going to be used for infrastructure. I'm totally happy with that. And I just want to also just say that thank goodness that Manukau Council and Auckland Council, they didn't sell their airport shares because, as some of the other legacy councils did, because if we hadn't had that, the airport shares, the dividends that were coming into the Auckland region, would be in a far worse place than where we are now. Yeah. So I think we do need to do this. So I am going to support, as I said, struggling, as we all are, but anyway, I think it's ready to put the motion.
Thank you, and I'm sure the ratepayers don't want us to
Well done,
keep
Sharon.
this going. Thank you.
Yeah.
By division.
What a good
By
speech.
division, thank you.
Mike.
Your Worship.
Aye.
Councillor Nye.
Aye.
Councillor Brewer.
No.
Councillor Casey.
Oh.
Councillor Cashmore.
Yes.
Councillor Clow.
Yes.
Councillor Cooper.
Yes.
Councillor Darby.
For.
Councillor Filipaina.
Aye.
Councillor Fletcher.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hulse.
Aye.
Councillor Crum.
Against.
Councillor Lee.
No.
Councillor Penrose.
Yes.
Councillor Quacks.
Yes.
Councillor Stewart.
Yes.
Member Taipari.
Or.
Member Tamahiri.
Or.
Councillor Sir John Walker.
For.
Councillor Wayne Walker.
No.
Councillor Watson.
No.
Councillor Wood.
No.
Chair Webster.
Yes. Thank you. That is passed 16 to 7. And we have another amendment on that issue from Councillor Crum and Councillor Woods to seek a report to the Finance and Performance Committee providing a full analysis of the Council's debt headroom over the next 5 years, including analysis of four variables, OPEX, CAPEX, revenue and debt. Sorry, it's been a long day. Do you want to talk very quickly to it,
I mean,
Councillor
there's
Crum?
really not much
I mean,
to say
there's not
other
a
than
lot
it's
to-
self-explanatory after the discussion that we've just been through.
Okay, I'll put it. All those in favour?
Aye.
Against? Carried. Thank you very much. Now, councillors, that's the end of the no, we've got one more. Now, we do have local board issues. If we can just get those ones up. These are the extra ones that the Mayor put in this morning. And we do have an amendment moved by Councillor Brewer. Who voted with seconded.
Thank you.
Oh, I'll second.
Oh, thank you,
Oh,
Councillor
okay.
Quacks, a friend of old Archie. Look, this has been well canvassed. As you know, it was the Meadowbank Community Centre was meant to happen in this financial year, 16-17, according to the 2012 LTP. In the 2015 LTP, it was pushed out. However, the board were given the option of using their LDI operating expenditure. They since presented to us on Monday saying just how unfair that was and how much it would crush the operational expenditure budget for the coming few years. And so this is a moderate and pragmatic, to use Councillor Quacks' terminology today, way to kind of get the process started. 50,000 of OPEX this financial year and 200,000 of CAPEX this financial year to commence the design, consenting and procurement. And then, of course, a new council will come in with a lot more support from Meadowbank next time round, Councillor Quacks, and they'll throw 10 million against it in the 17-18 budget, and the bricks and mortar will begin. So you know the project well, and so this is the 6th time I've put it, and so I commend it to you again.
Thank you. Does this mean we can sell Colonnade Park?
My favourite project.
Member Tamahiri.
Square metre.
Oh, I'd just make the helpful observation that in the event M-Word had a marae community centre facility funded at those dollar values, I can assure you it would not have been passed today. Kia ora.
Actually, I think it might help. Can we put Meadowbank / Woodeye?
Councillor Wayne Walker.
Sure.
Meadowbank Marae.
There's an expression that
There's an expression that a number of councillors might be familiar with that's used a lot in the United States, and it's called pork barrel politics. Councillor Lee probably knows the history of it. It was all around basically buying off votes with pork barrels, and what you shouldn't be doing is cherry picking a local project, and this is a very local
I can
project.
assure you I'll get no votes out of this.
Against other projects across the region.
I don't think people in the River Heads
so-
are very interested.
I'm sure that the good people of Iraqi will benefit from this, but we've got to consider the wider mix, and it's a little late in the piece. Having said that, there are other projects across the region that have had support from a number of local boards that may well be worthy of commendation.
Thank you. Like Penlink. Councillor Cooper.
I didn't mention that, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And I do agree with you, Councillor Wayne Walker.
Whoa, God.
I know. It's a day of firsts for everybody. The alliances are just wonderful.
I hope Lincoln Road hasn't been mentioned tonight. Is Lincoln
shows
Road
how
been-
collegial we are.
Get on board the Wayne
It's
train.
not your turn yet.
Northwest bus
So, I mean, I would have loved to be putting up several 100,000 for Glen Eden.
I know.
You know, they've been waiting since the 1989 amalgamation when they stood aside for the new, Waitakere Council, and now we're in yet another iteration.
But nothing to do
I've
with the amendment
held-
we're
but I've
discussing.
held
Point of
back.
order.
Point of order, relevance.
Irrelevance.
But I will.
I'm going to put the amendment.
So that's why I can't support this, Madam Chair. Thank you very much.
By
I'm going to
division.
put the
Madam Chair,
amendment-
by division, I've got a
by
beat last year.
division. Oh, gosh. Poor old Mike. He's running
Put
out,
it
Mike's
by
running out of
division.
paper here.
Put it by division.
Yes, we are.
Worship? Nobody. Councillor Anai?
No.
Councillor Brewer?
4.
Councillor Casey?
No.
Councillor Cashmore?
No.
Councillor Clow?
No.
Councillor Cooper?
No.
Councillor Darby?
Against.
Councillor Filipaina?
Against.
Councillor Fletcher?
No.
Deputy Mayor Holz?
No.
Councillor Crum?
Looking good, Cameron.
Sorry.
That might your one.
Councillor Lee?
We'll see who wins.
It ain't going to be for lack of money.
Remember me at the sod turn.
Councillors, come on. Councillor Lee, what was, we didn't hear your
Councillor
vote.
Abstain.
No.
No. Against. Councillor Penrose? No. Councillor Quacks?
Absolutely.
Oh, you.
Councillor Stewart?
I'm going to say no.
Oh my God, it's a first. Well done, Sharon. You did outdick. Good on you. On your own.
Waiparī?
No.
Member Tamahiri?
Oh, no.
Councillor Sir John Walker?
No.
Councillor Wayne Walker?
No.
Councillor Watson?
Sorry,
Councillor Wood?
Close.
No.
Put more money into
George.
Chair Webster?
Oh, I'm very tempted to say
You're not supposed to laugh at him.
Hey, Cameron, we got more than you.
Dick has got the keys to Iraq.
Right, thank you, councillors.
I have to say that is one of my better amendments.
So, now, local board issues, if we can bring those up, and I'm going to put them all together. That is the Puki Te Papa local board report back about setting up the trust and reallocating 300,000 to the whare from the budget of the functions facility at Par Homestead. The cemeteries that was raised by Waitemata local boards, and a report being brought back to Regional Strategy and Policy Committee. The Community Facility Partnership Fund, a report back to this committee, and the coastal erosion. I'll put those all together. I don't think we need much discussion on them.